I'm Andra Annette, and this is CJ Boyd, and we are branches of prosperity. So, in my everyday life, I am a nurse, I am a holistic practitioner, a leaky gut, thyroid, and weight loss expert. Actually, I help with those things through the gut. So, I put people back in the body they love, and I am the owner of Pounds to Go and Chronicles of Courage. CJ is going to tell you a little bit about herself, and then we're going to hop into this. CJ.
Good morning, everybody. I'm CJ Boyd, and I am owner of Queen by Design and the movement Fuck Yes After 50. In my everyday life, I help women who are over the age of 50 realize that they don't have to age gracefully into the dust, that they can do and have anything that they want after the age of 50. So that's what I do.
I love that. Every time I hear it, I just get so inspired. So CJ and I are involved in a lot of different things. We talk about those on all our shows because we really want to give people a leg up out there. So we always telling you that when you first come online, it's not easy. It's very doable, but you do need other streams of income. Excuse me, CJ and I are involved in quite a few. But you need to be careful about what you choose and like if it aligns with you and everything you do because you don't want to look like a crazy person out there like that's involved in a million things because people do see that and then they wonder how effective they are if you're involved in so many things, right? So you want things that naturally align with what you do. You don't want to be posting about steel wool one day and health the next, right? Um, so CJ and I were recently at a meeting for Live Good, one of the companies that we actually are part of, and I guess you could say we're partners in that because we help their brands grow because we believe in their product, right? So it is a health and wellness company, and there's doctors and nurses and people in there, but there are people who believed that people were paying a lot of money for health, and they wanted to create something that allowed people to have affordable supplements and things that could really get them to a better state of health. Because let's face it, everybody's going to need some kind of supplement at one time or another in their life. So they created great things, and not just supplements, protein powders, and things like that, but they're actively creating other things. But what they built is a system that helps other people not only promote them but promote themselves and make financial income, right? So I'm not sure that's said that correctly, but it allows you to come in as an affiliate. It allows you to come in as a member. So Amazon and all these companies out there, they all had Netflix, they all had one thing in common. They had a membership, but they had a membership of things that people need. And everybody needs health at an affordable price. So this was a brilliant idea. And CJ and I saw that right away and we dove into that. So there are several ways that you can get paid, but they just expand it again. So CJ and I are going to talk a little bit about that. So they're always out there trying to give money back as they make money and they bring people money. Everybody gets paid. We get the opportunity to be members and get it even cheaper than the affiliates are paying. So there's always a way to level up, right? And when the matrix is full, it's just recurring income. So, but everything we sell, we get a percent of too. So this is something amazing that they just came up with. So a lot of those schools that are going out of business, especially like Catholic schools and things like that, what's happening are these nuns, some of their orders, there aren't people coming in, right? So those monies from those schools are now going to go and care for them pretty much because who else is going to take care of these nuns who have been serving all their lives? But other schools are closing for other reasons, and lack of finances is the major one. So what they're doing is they're allowing schools and non-for-profits to partner and become part of this affiliate program too, where all of the kids in the school can sign up, and if they bring people in, the school continues to get that financial gain, that recurring income, so that that can really be something substantially later on down the road. It helps teach kids business, and it's just a win-win. So what, especially for the non-for-profit. So what are your thoughts behind that?
I think it's great. I mean, think about, even when my kids were in school and they would come home with these fundraisers, they're like, Mom, we're selling butter braids, or we're selling candy, we're selling chips, we're selling popcorn, selling all this crap that's not good for you for your health. And it was a one and done. You make the money, the school gets, 10 cents off the dollar, and they're not really making any money for the school. But now it's like it's an ongoing thing. So the school gets to have the membership, they get to bring people in, and it, like you said, it's ongoing and they make that money. And I'd rather have, someone saying, hey, we're promoting health than we're promoting, we look at the kids and the obesity nowadays. I'd rather have somebody going, okay, I'm going to invest in something that's going to serve me long term for the rest of my life rather than a one time shot. I'm going to eat that bag of cookies and then that's it. So I think it's a great opportunity for schools to make that money and have that recurring income year after year after year. I mean, now junior prom is right around the corner in my hometown, and the kids are like, "Oh, we're selling, butter braids to raise money for prom." You're going to make $2. It's not going to get you anything. If you're going to do this, they can just transfer that each year to the junior class, and I just think that that's really an awesome opportunity to have that recurring.
Yeah, but also the kids that are doing it, like, so the kids all get their own affiliate accounts under
Yep,
that, under the school's account, right?
yep,
But the kids can also partake in that health, right?
yep,
They get the
absolutely.
learning. So there are weekly trainings all week long, three, four, five, six times a week. Well, probably more than that. Trainings about health and what these products do inside your body and why it's important. So even if you're not at that point where kids are put on iron all the time, they're anemic because of their diet, right? Um, they need, maybe they have picos, like in girls' schools, you might see that. That's all dietary. There's a lot of things that are happening, but they also have family members that have diabetes, hypertension, and stuff. So the even if the kids are not actively taking supplements, it could help their families, right? But it will also help that drive for that school. So just like they're selling that candy and they're making baskets and they're like doing Easter baskets and Christmas baskets and all that stuff and selling Girl Scout cookies, they could interest somebody in signing up for a vitamin they need at cost, or that person might want to also be an affiliate, right? So, and the school keeps getting paid. It's great for nonprofits, right? Because it would be recurring income. It would be another stream of income for them. So I'm really on board with that, right? And I think it's a great way because they're putting they're putting health back there in other ways, right? Because you and I both know if you don't have finances coming in and you're nitpicking over, do I pay the bill or do I go food shopping? That
Yeah.
this is going to impact your health. That stress, that always that worrying, and nobody should have to choose between a supplement and a meal that's going to provide that supplement, right? So
Absolutely.
this is a great way to add extra money, right? So you do get paid for everybody that you bring in, so that's great too, right? Even affiliates, and then as your affiliates grow, you grow too. So I had mentioned before that my team, I got them businesses, and I see them out there, and they're just like doing the thing.
Well,
You just need a day to start, and you start, they're saying. And I'm like, good girl, you go, right? But they're creating something powerful for their family. They all have children. They're all doing the thing that they need to do. And all they're doing, they're not out there from spamming people. All they're out there doing is saying, listen, I'm getting healthy, and here's an opportunity where you can too, right? So, and you're learning about health. So there are people out there charging thousands of dollars to teach you about health, how to get the thing. You can come on and learn with these doctors and these nurses and people that are actually testing these things. So they're not just tested, they're retested, right? The products and services that what they say they're ordering. So a lot of times when you get a vitamin in a pharmacy, it has all these things in there that aren't proved to be true, right? It says right on the bottle, we can't, be sure that any of this, we can't, stand behind these false claims. This could be false claims, but these people really can stand behind what they're saying because it is tested and retested, and this is the best stuff out there. So, we just thought we'd drop that. Anything you want to add to this,
I just
CJ?
want to say too, like the whole aspect of a student in school having their own, distributor ID and making that money. Like sometimes, you're told, oh, you need to go to college and get this degree so you can get this big job, or you need to go to, a trade school and learn a trade so that you can work, 40 hours a week till you die. Here's an opportunity for kids who are like, I'm not quite sure what I want to do. I don't know if I want to go to college, school's not for me. Here's an opportunity for them to build their confidence and go, okay, I can get my feet wet in this. It's not a huge sale. It's not a hard sell. It's something that they can go and they can learn, once a week, go to a training and learn, and, maybe come out of it with this self-confidence and the ability to go, okay, I can build a business out of this. I can help people change their lives without, trying to meet some unrealistic expectation that they've been doing for the past 12 years. Here's an opportunity for kids to grow their confidence and go, okay, here's another option out there, and I think that appeals to me. And then also, like you said, a lot of times we have these people going, oh, here's, this special brew. It's going to change your life and it's going to achieve all these things. The people in this company are so in integrity with health and wellness, and they are not going to sell something that they're not taking themselves. And you can just see that integrity and that honesty in them and all the trainings. And I think it goes a long way to see companies that are they have the staying power because they're always going to be improving upon and they're always going to be doing what's best for the people that are taking the products. And that really speaks to me with this company.
And they're paying for all the marketing behind this. So you're not marketing any of this stuff. They're giving you everything that, well, I mean, you are, but they're giving you everything you need to do this. So you're not buying their brand, you're buying their system. It's all one piece and you have that support, right? So they give you training on how to talk to people. Just I just think it's amazing. But I also think too, there's a lot of kids today for high school students that have younger family members and they're in single family homes and their parents have to work. So some of them can't get like an after school job because their after school job is taking care of their brother or sister, which if you're in a single family home is really not giving you that allowance, right? So here's a way to do both, help the family and make a little extra income just by sharing what you love, right? So I think it's just a win across the board. I haven't actively been promoting it as much as I should because it is really a wonderful product. I just get so busy with my own stuff too. But yeah, we wanted to let you know about that. So we're going to be talking more about products that are very in line with that. People are out there paying for hundreds and hundreds of dollars for leads that don't always have a return on investment. Trust me, I know. um,
Thanks.
so there's other ways to go about them that actively grow your email list because if you don't have a list, you have nobody to market to. We're not guaranteed anything. We're not guaranteed tomorrow. We're not guaranteed that Facebook. I remember a couple of years ago, Facebook went down and everybody was like, what happened?
Losing their shit.
Right? I thought my phone was broke. I said, hey, what happened? I shook it, you know? So, you're not guaranteed anything. And even if Facebook doesn't go down, people are stealing groups and pages and doing all kinds of evil stuff out there that you got to protect yourself and really have. So you do have to have something for yourself. So if it's not Live Good, we're not pushing Live Good down your throat. Find something that really aligns with you, something that um a lot of people get involved in these MLMs, these marketing systems, and a big one just went down and people just lost everything and they were in it for years. You have to have something that's built to last, so like health is always going to be needed, right?
Yeah.
So people need that, and they're teaching you how to grow your wealth at the same time. So you got two of those major things that really help you have better life, better health, better wealth, right? So and it absolutely helps you grow your confidence, like CJ said.
Yeah. And I think, a lot of people look at, I think people need to understand the difference between a system and a platform. Facebook, Instagram, those are platforms. Those can be taken away at any moment. A system like what Live Good is doing is a system of skills and marketing and all the things that you're going to teach you skills that you're going to have for lifelong. So it doesn't matter if any of those platforms go away. You still have that system that's backing you, that's teaching you, that's honing those skills that will make you be successful no matter what else goes away out there. And, if you're working with something that you truly believe in and you know that's a lifelong, your health is lifelong. We're always going to be working for a better health. And that's never going to go away. So align yourself with something that you know that is not only giving back to you, growing your health and your wealth, but also helping change the planet's health. That's never going to go away. We're always going to need that.
Yeah, I agree. So, and what you can come in at any stage. You have nothing to lose to come in as an affiliate. If you need the products, by all means, indulge in the products. If you want to come in as a member and get even a cheaper reductor, I mean, the prices are off the charts, insanely low. And I did look, I did do that comparison buy to see. I was actually getting something on Amazon that Live Good makes, the greens that I love. They not only taste better, but it was cheaper. So it was a win-win, right? And I'm getting healthy. So just look around, do that comparison shopping, see what you find out there. And we're always here for you guys. We are going to drop some links below. So if you want to come in as an affiliate and just start building something for yourself, you do have that option. Okay. So that's enough from me. CJ, any last words?
We just want you to be discernment about what you're doing. Don't ever feel like you have to try something that is going to go against what you believe in your heart and your soul. And there's so many options out there. We just want to share the ones that we've tried and that are true and that's working for us.
Yeah. I love it. I love it. So thank you guys for joining us on Branches of Prosperity, where every day is a chance to be a little richer in life. Have a great day.